You're now listening to the Something Good Podcast Network. Please press any key to continue.
All right, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Couch Potatoes. I am Alex
Morrison.
And this week, we don't know exactly how far we're going to dive into this, but I know that next week we're going to be discussing our Mandalorian wrap-up because they're going to have one more episode. But before then, I think we ought to discuss the recent change of tides of people actually praising the Star Wars prequels. That's rather new to me.
Yeah, there's a big rift.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in our main topic segment. We've got some things to discuss in the news segment, but again, we are coming at you in the wee hours of the morning. It's like nearly 1 o'clock, I think, close to it. I don't have. I
just came from a poker game too. That's what's fucking hilarious.
No shit.
Yeah. I just came from a poker game with my dad and a bunch of other motherfuckers. I just blew $10 like it wasn't shit. I just didn't give a fuck.
See, I was wondering because it's like, since you don't live in town anymore, I've been working at my smoke shop until 11 o'clock in my neighborhood.
Selling the electric lettuce.
And the electric, no, I mean, it's nicotine and CBD and Delta 8 and Delta 10 and stuff like that. So it's
and
not
CBD chocolates from what I understand.
Oh yes, the chocolates we have that are infused with Delta 8 and Delta 9 for only $5 will fuck you up. $5.
Holy shit.
It will knock your dick in the ground.
I don't know. I've been taking muscle relaxers at work just to see how long I could like park. Kind of like, you know, because I'm working out at work too. That's the kind of fucked up thing. I'm just like, I don't want to lose my shit. Yeah. Not getting annoyed with people is probably a good thing at work, especially if you get hopped up on caffeine or like good. I was worried about this guy. All right, rant time. Yeah.
We might need to make this a new segment. Customer service stories with Alex. Bling. This motherfucker, I'm worried about his heart. I have seen people yacked out on some coke. Okay, I have seen the sweating, the panting, the eyes bulging, and the frantic looking around and movements. I've seen it all.
A little bit of snowfall on the nose.
This guy was on a different level. Like, would shift between manic energy to just like standing there staring you deep in your eye.
Like PCP.
For like that really off 3 seconds, and then would kind of like jolt his body away, say some other random shit, and like he was doing like, there's a meme of like a cat on its hind legs and it's got like its arms back. It looks like he's doing like the staying alive walk.
Yeah.
Staying alive, meow. He would start doing that shit like super like elongated, and like we're laughing, we're like semi egging him on because this is happening at like maybe 10:15. There's nothing else going on. Sure, crackhead, entertain us some.
Yeah. Tell me one of your tales, Bard.
No, he was saying he was like a rep for like some company and stuff, and it's
that shit's those motherfuckers are whacked out in the corporate world.
Oh my god, he was insane. And again, this isn't coming from like, oh, he's just no. I've seen some motherfuckers. This guy, even my coworker, who's seen more shit than I have, looked at me and went, "I will be surprised if he wakes up tomorrow."
Yeah, because it could be he could be speedballing. That might be that's probably what caused it, because a lot of cokeheads I know just like are very private about that shit.
Oh no, this guy was very front center.
So I'm thinking he's speedballing, which he probably took a fucking downer before he did that to kind of level himself out. It didn't work out, because I know a lot of people that have done that too. Because Chris Farley used to do that. He'd be very manic and then like stop and he'd be manic again, and it's fucking terrifying. Because it's just like, oh shit, is he going to die in front of me while staring me in my eyes? Because that's how you end up going to hell. Like that's how that happens. That's one of those things. It's like, oh my God, I let this man die in my presence, and I'm like, is he going to be? Is his soul enslaved to me? Like that's a thing for Japanese culture. But fun fact: if you kill someone in Japanese culture, you own their soul.
Interesting.
Learn more about it on our Rikyo episode on Triple C.
Honestly, yeah. Oh, that will be coming. I think that'd be really interesting. But no, I'm telling you, I will probably have some fucking stories weekly now that we're staying open till 11.
You talk about like just random drug addicts. So when I worked in the convenience store in the country, it was always the same people. And like fun fact for people who don't know this, like you could spot a crackhead or a meth head very quickly by what they buy in the little stores, and they try to hide it the best they can. Me and you've talked about it before, but what they would get, they would get tire gauges, and rip the insides out and make it into a crack pipe. Well, before they do that, they would buy something called a Chore Boy, which was a copper scrub pad for 99 cents. And we would have these near the register for a reason, so they could just come in, buy their shit, and get the fuck out the store. Well, some of them kind of realized that we knew, and so that paranoia was probably going to kick in. So a lot of them would like walk to the bag and get a thing of Comet, the cleaning solution, and then and they would always want the little paper bag, the smallest paper bag you've ever seen. It could barely hold a can of soda, and they want the Chore Boy and the tire gauge in that, and the Comet in a bag. And I'm just like, just smoke your crack outside, like God damn it. And then one day we ran out of Chore Boys. We always had tire gauges. And like my naive ass when I first started working there, because I didn't really think about it, because I always worked in the back, was, do we always sell out of it? Because it was always like every 2 weeks when delivery came, it was always a pack of fucking, like a whole pack of tire gauges I had to put on the fucking aisle. And it was like 15, and we would go through like 15 in 2 weeks. And I'm just like, God damn, dude. Reuse, motherfucker. Reuse.
These rednecks are losing their tire gauges a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm just like, they're just casually smoking that shit. And it was just fascinating because like I got called everything under the sun. I got called a racist for not having them one time. I get called racist a lot for different things.
I almost got called a racist for asking for someone for their ID.
Yeah. Racist.
Yep. My favorite.
How dare you do your job, you piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, your ego isn't worth my job. You can get the fuck out.
Racist.
And the thing is like our boss is like chill enough to where it's like, he's like, if you know for a fact you're in the right, like especially if it's over IDs, he goes, I'm not one of those people that throw my associates under the bus. He goes, if you tell someone something and it winds up getting over to me, I'm going to back you up. He's like, so don't prove me wrong.
But if I was the owner of one of those spots, like you're working, nah, man, we're having the scanner put in. Like, give me your fucking ID. Boop. like, I'm serious. I'm not checking that motherfucker. I'm scanning that motherfucker.
So, fun fact, I do not know if this is 100% correct. I was given this information by an associate. I did not look it up. You just now reminded me. Otherwise, I would look it up. Apparently, the places that have the scanners have gotten in trouble before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason, like they're required to have the scanner because they've been busted for underage selling.
Yeah, so like we would have that a lot where I worked. It was because cops would trap kids and just like, hey, guess what? We won't fucking ruin your goddamn life, you 16-year-old piece of shit, if you go in here and go buy some alcohol.
Yep.
And it's just like the level of the stuff the cops make these kids do it just out of fear is ridiculous.
I know.
And like I told one guy who actually came in there and bought tobacco products before because he was 18, was trying to buy alcohol. I'm just like, hey man, if you wanted to rap, I'm not a big deal. I know you've done your ID here before, but for this, I'm really going to need your ID. He's like, come on, man, you never had that. I'm like, yeah, I had to before, but for this, I'm really got to see it because I don't want my boss to lose his store. Because that's another thing. Like, if I was a police officer and it was a piece of shit, I would target vape shops. It wouldn't be that fucking hard.
It really wouldn't.
And they could be sticklers on that shit and be like, oh, why didn't you do this guy or that guy? Because the law is different now. It's like 21 now. Yeah, so god damn.
Yeah.
America sucks.
America.
Fuck no.
My favorite story right now, though, is we have a very small selection of Zippos, and we don't sell a lot of them.
No, they're expensive as shit.
They're
actually collector's items.
Basically. So this guy comes strolling on in. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. See if you got any questions, let me know. If you want to see anything, pull it down from the shelf. I got you. He walks on over to the Zippos. He's just casually looking at him. I walk on over. I say, you want to take a look at any of the Zippos? He goes, well, I got one from here the other day. I don't know. I might have to get me another one. I was like, oh, are you a collector? Are you a fan? He goes, no, I may have ruined it. I was like, how? He goes, I don't think I filled it up right. I was like, well, I mean, there's only one way to really fill these up. I mean, did you overfill it? He's like, well, no, I mean, I can't. Do y'all have the liquid for it here? And I was like, brother, man, I wish we did. I said, we have a bunch of butane. I said, well, we don't have any of the lighter fluid. We're sold out of that right now.
No, it's called propylene.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, you need lighter fluid for it. I said, yeah. It's usually in like a yellow container, red top,
Yep.
Real easy to find.
Big fucking word, Zippo.
Yes. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, can you use other things in it? And I just kind of like stared at him, kind of confused. I was like, I mean, there may be like other brands you could get, but like that's just the one I recommend. That's just like what you need to go with. I said, alternatives? I said, I don't really think so. He goes, well, I saw somewhere online someone was saying like you could use rubbing alcohol. I just kind of like stared at him. I'm like, yeah, I would not do that. He goes, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Someone also said you could use like gasoline. And I was like, yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that one either. He goes, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to get a new one then. And I didn't ask any more questions. I didn't go. But at that moment, he just admitted to me that he filled his Zippo up with gasoline and then tried to light it.
What astonishes me is like if anybody's ever fucked with a Zippo before, when you take the Zippo out of the casing, there's a layer of cotton on the bottom.
Lift the layer of cotton up, and you get a little bit more underneath.
Yeah, and then and some Zippos actually have a hole where you could just stick it in there and squeeze.
That's right.
And what you do is you hold it upside down and let the residual run off, put it back in, shake it, and let it sit. The rubbing alcohol would evaporate too quickly, but gasoline would corrode the cotton. And I'm just thinking, like, he's just got a little bit of gasoline in his fucking hand. And all I could think of was, even if he lifts that lid, that chink, because of what gasoline and how it's heavier than air.
Yeah.
First of all, gasoline is called gasoline because it's just vapor. The liquid is just a residual side effect of it hitting your gas tank, motherfucker, or interacting with the air. So he actually is holding a shit ton of liquid with something that's heavier there that's not coming out. So he'll be striking it. And all I could think of was like his hand slowly filling with gasoline, the liquid, and it's like what eventually he's going to strike it and his whole fucking hand's going to explode.
Yep.
And I think, what a dumbass.
Yes. So now welcome to my life.
Oh, I've been there, brother. I've been there, man. You want to talk about a cokehead? Talk about Christmas of fucking 2016? Dude, I was serving food. These guys, Freightliner, Cleveland, North Carolina. It's called Freakliner.
Oh, you're calling them the fuck out.
I'm calling them the fuck out. They're cokeheads and degenerates. Dude, this guy came to me. Allegedly my ass. Dude, guess what? You're the number.
Look, it's my name on the goddamn podcast, allegedly.
Dude, I worked at this place. People were fucking inside the cabs of the trucks, okay?
Holy
no
shit.
I watched the guy get a blowjob in the hood department. Like, just walking by, like, God damn. Like,
he was getting hood in the hood department.
Yeah, he was getting head in the hood department. Dude, this guy comes up to me because the team leads back then would do potluck dinners and stuff, and I worked in the kitchen. So he's like, hey, man, can I get some serving spoons? And I bring them back, and yeah, man, no problem. I didn't look at him when he said this because he was behind me. Then I just glanced at him, and I'm like, yeah, come to the back. He gets to the back. This guy was a white guy, tan, black hair, jet black. He had a mustache. Dude, he had a fucking snowfall on his goddamn right nostril, and his eyes were as big as fucking quarters. And holy shit, dude, I looked at this motherfucker and couldn't help but laugh. This coke addict motherfucker is asking for serving spoons, and he is calm. Like, calm as shit for a guy who's high on coke. And that's called an addict. I said, hey, man, here's you some service spoons. Bring them back before 10 o'clock before I leave, and I'll throw them in the dishwasher. And by the way, and I tap my nose on, and I'm just like, hey, man, you sledding today? And he's like, oh, shit, bro, I'm sorry. Older guy, like in his 50s, like just like casually doing coke at a place that builds trucks. So keep that in mind, guys, when you see a Freightliner truck that was built by a coke addict.
Yeah.
But goddamn, those guys were fun and scary.
I will say, I thought I saw someone rocking in the other day with a little snowfall as well.
It's becoming more casual.
But it was he had a mustache, and I thought it was all caked up in there. Bro literally had a line of white hair in his mustache about the width of maybe my pinky, maybe a little thinner, and it looked like just a nice little dusting.
Unless you got like a white handlebar mustache, you should not do cocaine with a mustache. Like, it's going to show.
And that's what I thought. I'm just like, idiot. Because
two or
three doors down.
And all the paranoia of your drug use, the last thing you're going to think of is like, oh, fuck, maybe I should clean my goddamn mustache. But like, it just... I've noticed over the years that how brazen people are with cocaine.
Well, I mean, I was talking about this with one of my associates the other day, or coworkers rather.
Now you run that shit. They're your associates.
Yeah. How even over the last 5 years, at least because we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, over the last 5 years, the mentality of even weed changed a lot. Because I can remember even like 8 years ago, that was still very we don't
Shut
talk.
the fuck up.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Like,
now it's like fucking cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. And now you're seeing, like what you were just saying, the cocaine being a lot more liberally discussed and talked about and shown, and it's just like,
hey, it's the roaring 20s. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're putting dudes with chicks with dicks on bud. Like it's a magical time.
Oh man! All right,
the number one movie in the world right now is about a fucking Italian man who's not fucking Italian kicking the shit out of turtles. Like, we're in a fucking weird reality right now. It's fucking fascinating.
And in that weirdo reality, let's go ahead and go move on over to our news segment. Well, goddamn, if I was a beer drinker, I probably would have bigger opinions, but I don't even drink beer.
Dude, our generation drinks so much less beer than almost an NA group. Like an AA group. You know what I'm saying? Like just Alcoholics Anonymous casually. Because I think what it is, like with beer, is it's very a quality thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a lot of people my age that just drink beer casually anymore.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of like millennials and Xers and stuff. They really honestly prefer like their hard liquors.
The hard liquors are like,
or their seltzers.
Yeah, the fucking pussy drinks. I can't stand a goddamn pussy drink. It like, it's the seltzer thing that bothers me because it just tastes like if a vending machine ran out of syrup. Like when you're going to like a Bojangles or a McDonald's. Yeah. But
on the table here.
Yeah. So I brought a special gift. It is the Bojangles hard sweet tea made by the Appalachian Mountain Brewery. Yeah. So they're legendary. That's what I love. That it's legendary on the rim. This shit's only been out for like 3 months.
Well, Bojangles themselves are legendary.
Yeah, until you pass the Mason-Dixon and it's just like KFC. But like
that ain't God. This is real God's chicken.
Yeah.
Bojangles is the real God's chicken.
Yeah, Baptist God's chicken. So yeah, it's hard sweet tea steeped like we mean it in quotation marks. And so just to give you a little effect.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Me and Alex are going to have a little taste. And I can say this. I can smell the alcohol from the fucking can opening.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so fun fact. There are a couple of ingredients in here.
Ooh.
It's a 5% alcohol. It's got a shit more sugar than Mountain Dew. It's all filtered water, cold fermented cane sugar, liquid cane sugar, black tea, and malted rice, which I'm pretty sure just means rice liquor. A rice malt liquor. So technically, this is right up here with Slits. So, cheers.
Cheers. The aroma it's giving.
Wu-Tang, motherfucker.
Is insane. Oh.
That's a little too smooth. for a sweet tea. I don't drink, and I could tell that's kind of smooth.
Yeah. I don't know. Because, see, I've seen a lot of reviews of this online. Some people being like, yo, this is the
there
shit.
it is. Yep. No, that's a malt liquor right there. That is.
I was going to say, you didn't get the taste I got. I was just like, yeah, I'm not sitting here saying that's smooth. That's,
It's smooth on the first pop.
It's not as bad as people were saying.
No, but it's not good either.
No, I'm definitely not reaching for a can of that in the store.
I will say Twisted Tea does taste better.
I've never even really had Twisted Tea, but I would
Damn good.
imagine it'd be better than this.
So it tastes like a sweet tea and bourbon.
I wonder if it tastes better than a Bud Light.
Oh yeah, Bud Light tastes like piss. I don't even know what piss tastes like, but that's what I imagine it is.
Yeah, so that's an interesting little segue, moving in the middle bit here, because as we sip
This
on
is
the
no
Bojangles,
rainbows in love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Bud Light recently put out their equality cans, and of course enraged everyone. And their whole purpose behind it was to. They honestly were like, Bud Light is kind of like the frat bro beer. What if there's a way that we could inject some equality and tolerance to these douchey frat boy guys?
It's a lot of marketing to another demographic, really.
That's the problem. Bud Light does not understand who their demographic is. Bud Light cans end up at a frat party by accident. No one is picking Bud Light. Exactly what we were just saying a minute ago. Our generation is not drinking beer. We aren't beer drinkers. The people that are beer drinkers are Southern motherfuckers, especially older Southern motherfuckers.
A lot of older people, a lot of working. It's always the working class drink.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of light beers. Mm-hmm. Other than my dad, I can't really think of anyone else who drinks a full flavored beer anymore.
Yeah, a lot of them are lights.
Like ever since I started going to bars, when it was like 2008, 2009, I wasn't drinking, but I was noticing the taps. It was always Coors Light, Bud Light, all these light beer, Corona Light. Corona you can get in a bottle, but if Corona Light, you can get on draft.
Yep.
And if it's on draft, it's fucking popular.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when Bojangles is on tap, I'm just saying, that 8-piece goes down a little better. But no, they marketed to another demographic, which is what a lot of companies do anyway.
Yeah.
But this isn't new. The problem was who they put on the can. This young man who became a young lady.
Yes.
And it was she got famous during the COVID thing and documenting their transition. Mm-hmm. Well, Bud Light reached out to him because that person was a fan of Bud Light to begin with.
Yeah.
So on the 365-day anniversary,
yep, she got a can in the mail.
She got a can. I don't give a shit. Coke could do this. I wouldn't give a shit. Pepsi could give it this. Mountain Dew will never do this. Mountain Dew isn't for anyone else except for one person who plays video games and hits women.
Damn it, Kyle.
But that's what you get for making a fruitcake flavor, you fucking animals.
You're forever going to hold on to that.
It tasted like bad strawberries.
It really did.
But I will say the Flaming Hot was probably better, and that tasted like vomit. Flaming vomit.
That had the bile aftertaste.
I felt like I was going to spit some black shit out. But of all of our episodes where we drink something new, I will say this isn't the worst.
It honestly isn't.
It's not the best either.
I'm not in love with it, but I definitely don't hate it.
I'll keep sipping on it.
But that's the problem, though.
I bet about two or three of these, you just get that right feel, and you can call Chipotle service and be like, hey, let me tell you something, motherfucker. They didn't wrap my burrito all the way. Sir,
if
you
it's
ordered
not tight, it ain't right.
It ain't tight, motherfucker. I ordered that shit tighter than it done on Sunday. But no, that shit was loose.
Loose.
Sir, you ordered a bowl. Shut up. You weren't there. But with all the inclusion and everything, which is is nice on a large aspect, dude. there are people on their own bullshit talking about this. I will never drink Bud Light again. I will never. And like, I love that the other beer companies responded very quickly. It's just like, no, we do this too, dumbass. Like here's Coors Light, Silver Bullet, motherfucker, straight to equality. And it's just like
Silver Bullet, straight up your booty.
Yeah, Silver Bullet means civil rights, and it's so fascinating that these people are just so upset over a can. Like, I remember you're talking about the snowflakes on the left. I'm like, dude, if you're losing your goddamn shit over a rainbow on a fucking Bud Light can, get the fuck out of here.
See, I come from the mind frame, and this is just the same argument of Happy Holidays from Starbucks. Mm-hmm. It's the same shit on their coffee mugs.
You mean that satanic coffee shop?
Yeah, exactly.
With their pagan icon and anti-Jesus cups?
It's the same shit, but just with a different coat of paint on it. Just people love to get upset about what is on packaging. I'm the kind of person that you could put literally a mirror on the packaging with just a middle finger. You could be flipping me off as I'm buying your product. I don't care if it's a product that is inside the wrapper or the package or the bottle or the bag is what I want. I don't care what's on the outside, because sooner or later I'm going to be throwing it away. So if I have a beer and I don't like the way the label looks, I have three options at my disposal. One, I'm just not going to buy the beer because I just really don't like the way the label looks. I think it looks stupid. Option number two, get said beer, pour it in a cup, then you don't have to look at the label. Option number three, put a koozie on it. 9 times out of 10, your ass has a koozie on it anyway, so you're not even really gonna see it. Why are you now basing your temporary personality on the fact that you don't like Bud Light? I think there's something deeper going on.
Yeah, the fact that Bud Light is terrible.
Yes, that's the reason I'm sitting here going, don't drink Bud Light. It's just a shitty beer.
On the few occasions I agree with Joe Rogan, this was one of them.
Yeah.
He had a guy on his show, and of course they brought it up, and Joe Rogan had the bet. Who gives a fuck? He's like, do you want one? And the guy's like, fuck yeah, bring out a Bud Light, fuck. And they had a decent time. They drank a tall boy of fucking Bud Light in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, that's about right.
And the way I look at it, if it made her happy to get recognition through Bud Light, through going through her transition, 365 days later, Bud Light surprises her with the special can and makes it this whole ordeal. If that made her happy, so fucking what? What's the big deal? It didn't physically hurt anyone. It didn't rob anyone. It didn't abuse anyone. It's a label on a can showing support to someone that decided to go through a transition, and the company saw it and wanted to support it.
Yeah.
So what?
And what's crazy is like the history of beer as to begin with is very like on the progressive side of history on a lot of times. And like I have a whole story about Coors.
And you expect them to be any different now.
Yeah, like there's a whole story about Coors and the gays in San Francisco. It's a very elaborate story, but I'll talk about that later on another conspiracy episode. But like it's just a drink.
Yeah.
It's always been just a drink. Now, if he had his own brand, that'd probably be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he don't. And
so, it is what it is. I just thought it was rather ridiculous that, like,
it's
the big uproar.
It's no Bojangles tea, though.
The big uproar of the week, though, wound up being that Bud Light had a couple acronyms and a flag on it, and that got people so upset.
Yeah. They're going to be really upset.
Real man of genius.
I feel bad for these teenagers who are drinking because they're going to open up a can of Bud Light no matter what and realize it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Poor motherfuckers.
Again, that's why I'm sitting here going, I'm like, hooray for equality. Hooray for them, doing the thing. But at the same time, why couldn't a better tasting beer do it?
I think a lot of ideas are just like so ingrained in some of these people. Like if you say that you have anything related to these people and to this minority group in any way, it just fucks with them. It's like, I can't believe they drink the same kind of beer as me and breathe my air like I breathe my air. I bet they drive Fords too. Oh my God. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here.
Man, there ain't nothing between us but opportunity and air. And I just took all the air.
Yeah.
I saw that on a video today. I about lost my shit. Because one of the GMs, every time I see him, every time I walk in, he just goes, "Hey, baby girl, your mama let you date?" Like that. And the thing is, he says it because there's nothing really good to say back to that. There's really no good comeback to it. Now I've got one, which is, oh, come on, man. There ain't nothing between us except opportunity and air. And I just took all the air. Because it's just weird enough to match that fucking weird. Because he's just going to stare at me and be like, the fuck is that?
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those news things that just popped up. It'll be a rise and fall. No one gives a shit. It's just another thing.
It is.
And like, it's nothing but like branding. Like, it's no different than the LGBTQ, Pride Month or whatever. It's just like all the corporations. Yeah, gay people are okay, and then it stops and like, fuck y'all. And then it starts
get the fuck out.
Yeah, get the fuck out. And it's just like, yep, that's it. That was the end of that.
Yay for corporates.
Yeah, but it's a corporatocracy. It's a corporatocracy at the end of it.
That was the word I was looking for, but I just stopped at corporates. I was like, I'm not going to try.
Yeah, the corporatocracy is very elaborate. It's like Milltowns. But going into our news segment, Elon Musk is actually wanting to create a corporate town.
I think I heard about this.
First of all, as a fan of history, corporatocracies do not work. It's actually communism through a corporation, and it doesn't fucking work. A great example of this, you guys can look it up, are mining towns in West Virginia and Kentucky. Chris Morrison's coal mining opens up a town, hires everyone to work at the coal mine. I would give you dollars, but you could use Chris Coin instead and go to the Chris grocery store and the Chris gas station. Do you need a vehicle? Well, you just come down here and borrow one of mine.
Chris car.
And Chris Caps. And everything's run through this one thing. It's literally a license to print their own currency. Yeah. And if we know anything about making your own currency, it's fucking bad because it holds no intrinsic value other than your goddamn word. Just like the real money, except you don't have an army to back it up with. All you have are gun thugs and guys with sticks. But like that's his next thing that he wants to build around Tesla and his new endeavor, X Corp.
Yes, so
X Corp, which sounds, I will say, evil as fuck.
It doesn't sound like something Lex Luthor would come up with.
No, it's kind of like the Death Head Nazis looking at each other. Yeah. Hey, why do they call this the Death Head Division? I don't know, man. But this Paps is pretty good, huh? Look, maybe we look fucking crisp.
So it's like, yeah, X Corp is what is now everything.
It sounds fictional. It should be fictional. Dude, I don't know what's running through this dumbass's mind where he's kind of like, oh, I'll get to make up the name. You dumb cunt.
But that's what Twitter now is. It's part of X Corp.
Twitter, like 6 months from now, would be nothing but like a rotten.com where you just crush puppies.
That's basically all it is now.
That's what it's getting closer to being. I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care. Let that blue bird burn.
See, if anything, everyone's complaining about Elon buying Twitter. I'm fine with it. Kill the fucking thing. Make it burn. Kill the app, dude. Make it unusable.
And like, not just the killing the app. I don't think he realized like the multinational laws he had to abide by with owning such a big website. Granted, we could talk shit about Twitter all day. It is a forum of idiocy, but it's also a form of, constant ideas. There were good things on there, just like Facebook. There are good things on there, and there are bad things, just like the internet itself.
A lot of gray.
And a lot of gray with sprinkles of blood. But like, this like salt on your eggs. but like, he doesn't realize that like in places like Germany, where they're very strict on certain ways that you're saying the word Nazi, and like, you can't be flagrant about that shit in a country like Germany.
Yeah,
Germany's
no.
very just like, what the fuck did you just say?
We're moving past that.
9, because they teach it a certain way, and it's very like the idea of a swastika in Germany is like punishable immediately. It's like a felony almost, and they lock that shit down because they don't want another thing.
Yep.
They don't want that.
And even with Kiss, even though their double lightning bolt is not a 1-to-1, they still had to change their album covers to be Z's.
Yeah.
In Germany. So you can find German release records that either have like this really weird 70s looking font that says Kiss, or it has just Z's in place of the double S's.
And so like with Twitter, basically becoming kind of like our Facebook, becomes a very alt-right forum that gets pushed through an algorithm now, and it's just like let's throw wood on the fire and make it worse. And in Germany, they're like, no, technically on the law that you're operating here in Germany too. You signed a business agreement, so we're allowed to sue you per tweet. I think it came out to like 550 million Deutschmarks or euros, which is like 650 or 680 million dollars here in the United States. And I was like, how much did he buy Twitter for? It wasn't that much, and like the value was just plummeting. And now I think what he's about to do is put it under that umbrella of X Corp and kind of hide it. Yep. Because
that's what I was leading into. That's
no way you can
what he's doing.
Do that whole pay to verify bullshit. I will say the people who spent when the first round was like $8. I love the people who was just like, oh, I'm Eli Lilly. Insulin's only $10 now, and it's like, we're not Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly's like just calling fucking like Twitter up. That's not us, you son of a bitch. How did you verify that? I don't know, but y'all did say it's $10 now. No, god damn it! And now insulin's $35.
So I'm sorry. I may wind up making myself I'm sorry. I may wind up making myself to be a big asshole here. But I'm going to clown on any motherfucker that is paying $15 to Meta right now for their blue check marks. You can now get verified on Instagram and Facebook for $15 a month.
I've never been on Instagram.
You ought to make one, man.
No, I am actually just my hands. It's just my hands that are Instagram.
I meant make an account.
I know, but my hands are there on someone else's account because I was showing them how to cut something. But like,
I'm pretty. No, you're also on the Something Good Network Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I used a screen grab of you and Cap during the King of the Hill trivia.
Yeah. But no, I've never used Instagram. I know you keep telling me to get on the stuff and promote, and I'm just like, God damn it. The most I'll do is like press the share button on the Facebook, and I'm just like, hey, Alex is advertising some graphic artist stuff. Share. And then I close the app and check Messenger. That's all I use. Hey, what's going on in the world? I don't know. I looked at the CNN website and they told me the news, but that's about it.
And I looked at the group chat with all the memes.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, dank. Yep.
Dank.
Yep.
Mid.
Dank. I will say this Bojangles is pretty fucking mid.
It's very mid.
It's no chicken. I will say that.
And one last little piece of news I wanted to cover is a quick non-spoiler review of Mario. Motherfuckers, go watch it. It's not bad. I've been seeing so many reviews online talking about it being bad and a waste of time and there's no plot. What the fuck do you expect? Okay? Again, no spoilers. What do you expect from a Mario movie? If you've played any of the games, you know the plot. There's a mild change. The main person that usually gets captured is not the one captured. You've already seen in the trailer, Luigi gets captured. That's the only difference. It plays out like a Mario game. You go through different levels, aka different worlds, and then you go and meet Bowser. And guess what you're going to do to Bowser?
Kick his ass.
Yeah. Guess what happens in the movie? It's not, don't go into it looking for plot. Look for the callbacks. Look for the references to all video games, from the very first like arcade Jumpman games all the way up to Galaxy or Odyssey, whatever the newest one. Odyssey. All the way up to that. There are references to all of it. The voice acting was good. I'll get to one person I didn't like in a second, but the voice acting was good. The animation, if you had not told me it was Illumination, I would have never guessed. It is honestly their best looking film, period. And it is a movie. It is not cinema. It is a movie. Go, turn your brain off if you're a Mario fan, enjoy the pretty colors and all the references, and leave happy. Because guess what? There's very few things left in life that is just pure enjoyment. There's no agendas being pushed. There's no, hey, by the way, the Mushroom Kingdom is worrying about global warming. There's no real life problems at all in this movie. It is strictly fun. Enjoy that. Don't piss it away. We need those few purely enjoyable things left in life. And that is this Mario movie. That's my take on it. The one voice actor I hated, though, was the one that honestly felt like he was going to be the best fit. I did not like Seth Rogen as
who did he play?
DK.
Well, Seth Rogen, that's the thing. It's his voice is so recognizable, and he does have. It's kind of like Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn is always Vince Vaughn in movies, and that's and that kind of that can bring it down.
Well, see, and apparently in his contract, he said he was not going to put on a voice.
Yeah.
And I think that was a huge mistake, because the reason why I felt like it was going to work so well is because he already kind of has that voice. Put a little bit of a goofy inflection on it, and that would have been a great Donkey Kong. But the whole time he's just like, hey, he sounds just like Joe. Almost said Joe Rogan. He sounds just like Seth Rogen. So it's just, I don't know. That was a horribly missed opportunity, although he did do the Seth laugh.
Yeah.
So Donkey Kong did the Seth Rogen laugh. So that was pretty funny when it happened. But outside of that, he should have done a voice. It would have been better. But that's my only gripe.
Yeah. Well, like you said, that's the thing I think people don't realize about movies anymore. It's like, yeah, you have your art film, you have your Michael Bay spectacular, and it's just like, dude, you're not going to get a goddamn Francis Ford Coppola or a fucking Martin Scorsese fucking Yoshi Island movie, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
you're not going to get that HBO Max Mario Kart thing with Pedro Pascal.
Which would be like...
I wish that trailer was real.
Fucking Luigi's Fury Road. Like,
yeah. How about fucking Luigi answering the door with a goddamn shotgun?
Yeah. Take this, motherfucker. But, I wouldn't have expected anything if I was to go watch the movie.
Yeah.
Just like I don't expect much out of a Star Wars film, or, I'm not, I don't need an allegory for everything there, George. You know what I'm saying? like in Marvel movies.
But it's poetry.
No, it's not.
It rhymes.
No, it's not. You stole it from Dune and Westerns. Let's get the fuck out of here.
It's poetry.
You wouldn't know poetry if it bit you on the dick.
I don't like sand.
Yeah, I bet you fucking don't, you old piece of shit.
But yeah, if anyone here grew up with the Mario films, enjoyed it, or if you're old enough to have your own kids and they enjoy Mario games, watch the movie. It's very sweet. It's one of, like I said, it's one of those few unabashedly happy, joyous films.
I will say, like, quick spoiler, when Mario and Peach go to the Eyes Wide Shut party at Bowser's kid's house, that was fucking wild.
Intense.
Fucking Depeche Mode's playing in the background. I did not expect that.
Dry Bones getting his bone on.
God damn, it was wild. Fuck. Jesus.
Speaking of wild, I think it's about time for us to move on into our main topic.
We have this really cool idea, but we're going to fuck it up.
The episode 1 story.
Yeah, hear me out. Hear me out. All right, we're going to show a bad guy who's never been seen before, played by one of the greatest stunt actors of all time, Ray Park. Kick-ass athlete.
Can he do a side kick flip?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. He's fucking fantastic.
Cool.
We're going to get Liam Neeson, one of the premier actors from overseas who does action movies. Fantastic Shakespearean level actor. We're going to get Ewan
Don't
McGregor.
hurt his dog.
Yeah. Ewan McGregor, straight off the fucking rails from that movie about when he was doing heroin, Transpotting. Like he's
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Guess what? Her double will be Keira Knightley, unknown at the time. We're going to get this unknown kid. He's going to be like a really
Jake Lloyd.
Yeah, we're going to get this Jake Lloyd looking motherfucker, and he's going to be
Looking motherfucker. He is Jake Lloyd.
You don't know that. I think there's two of them. I think there's two of them. There's the Olsen twin version of him who doesn't have a bowl cut and doesn't have a drug addiction. So we got this kid with a bowl cut. Honestly, I will say his hair's very clean for a slave. Also, we're going to bring back all your favorites. You know, your legacy characters. It's going to be fun. And then George Lucas is like, yeah, but can I piss on it? Just a little bit. What's going on, George? What if we had a black character who wasn't black and was like 1940s Disney?
So you're on that train.
Yes. Yes. He wrote an Uncle Tom character that's an alien.
Okay, I didn't know we were going to be jumping straight into that portion of it all.
That's later on. That's later on. But I will say,
I'll jump in too. I just didn't know that's what we were leading with.
I will say this whole thing is about the United States in a very negative light. Like allegorically wise, that's what he's telling is the fall of the United States.
And he's very upfront talking about how certain aliens were, based on senators and, XYZ. And so yeah, we are talking about episode 1 and episode 2 and episode 3, the prequels.
Shut it off. This is a bad idea. Shut it off.
And the main hook of it being how these movies have kind of had a second life. Yeah. They're starting to get a little bit more love. And a lot of people are attributing it to the fact that when the kids that saw these movies when they were literally kids are now old enough to have fond memories of it and being like, oh, well, this was my Star Wars. And now there's a new swell of love for it. So I am curious, we were kind of in that middle ground. This wasn't necessarily my Star Wars because I saw all 3 before episode 1. So I have to really consider that my Star Wars. That was my first. So when episode 1 came out, I was hype. I didn't get to see it in a theater, sadly, but I did get the VHS tape, and I think it's actually still in that closet over there. But I do
Where it shall remain.
Yes, along with my VHS copy of episode 2.
Oh, shit.
I don't remember loving it even then. Like, it was almost that I want to watch it because I like Darth Maul, and I'm young enough to, tolerate other things I don't like just so I can see Darth Maul. That kind of thing.
And, I think that's going to be very, very similar in the next 10, 15 years about the newest trilogy with those fans. The people who were younger that went and saw those movies, especially Force Awakens. Force Awakens is a very hype movie to start a trilogy on.
Oh, yeah.
Not much different from New Hope or Episode 1.
Oh, man.
It's a lot of storytelling. It's a lot of callback stuff, Even New Hope, in all intents and purposes, does call back to something that we don't see. So those people who watch that movie to begin with, hey, here's this old man, and he's talking about, hey, he knew my dad.
There's a Clone War?
What the fuck is the Clone War? Oh, yeah, let me tell you something. I started and ended that shit, motherfucker. All right? And lights a cigarette with a fucking lightsaber. This was your daddy's. Here, throws him it's basically like a Zippo. Here you go. That was your daddy's. I pulled it off his burnt corpse when Darth Vader murdered him. It was me. Just chugging blue milk. You want some of this? Put some hair on your fucking nuts.
R2's looking at him.
He was there. Hey, you remember that gold son of a bitch? Where's he at now?
He's right behind you.
Yeah. The guy that killed your daddy built that fucking murder machine too. He killed stormtroopers with a Yeti.
And I've for some reason, and I'm glad we wound up doing this. This is at least topical in some of the videos I've been watching. I've been rewatching a lot of the documentaries for episode 1, oddly enough. And one, I watched the official Lucasfilm making of, and then I forget who it was. It wasn't Mr. Sunday Movies, but it was someone kind of like with the same formatting. Did a breakdown of their opinion of the episode 1 making of and how it was perceived. And he brought up, I wish I remember who it was so I could give proper credit, but he brought up a really good point that really kind of made me look at the prequels now, even within the past week, in a different light. When those first 3 movies were created, he literally had to create the technology to make it happen. How do we make this trench run happen? How do we make these, X-Wings and TIE fighters explode? How do we make lightsabers? We have to create this entire organization just to make this one movie work. Fast forward all these years later, George Lucas, a visual innovator, wants to push that to the next level. People that saw the original Star Wars, I'm sure were going, oh my God, this is like weird. This is almost too much. Like so much is happening and we've never experienced like this much graphical like abundance and like clarity. This is too much. Now we get episode 1 with an entirely CGI character, which was the very first one to be done in a live action movie. Not including like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That was more of like a 2D placement on top of it. This is a full 3D character. He's pushing all these limits and boundaries of what his technology now can do. And now it's being recognized by the generation that grew up with it, looking at how Star Wars is working now with all this AI face swapping technology and voice changing technology and splicing people into scenes. He was called a crazy asshole and like meticulous asshole for just wanting like a cockpit scene to be like, oh no, I like the reaction of this guy and this take better. We're just going to splice the two together so that way we get the best reaction out of both. Now we're doing that on TikTok. Yeah. So he was just so much ahead of his time that it could not be properly appreciated because people wanted more of the same.
Well, there were limits, like technologically wise. At that time, stuff like Toy Story, which was bad shit to think of that you could make of, that was being made. In 1992, 93, Jurassic Park, which to this day looks like it was made here. Like
it really looks good.
But that's because Steven Spielberg knew ahead of time, like, hey, computers are the next thing. James Cameron with the Titanic, same thing. Hey, why is it taking you fucking 6 years to make this movie? Shut the fuck up. I wanted a submarine.
Let me cook.
Yeah, let me build my submarine. And then you can talk. Yeah. And that's how James Cameron is. Like, he's just like, don't worry, I have this idea to bring in those 3D back. It's like, what, those red and blue things? No, shut the fuck up, and you'll see it in my next movie. Yeah. And those guys, those pillars of filmmaking do change a lot. I think he got a lot of kickback later on because it's oversaturated a lot. But I remember the making of, because I had the double DVD.
Yes.
And the making of was really cool because it was, all right, we are going to build the town to an extent. All right, we are going to do this. We are going to do that. We are going to be on practical sets here and there, but we do need to keep it Hollywood because if I'm spending all this money, I want to keep it in an environment where I can control it, which George Lucas is that guy.
And also, fun fact, I think you even brought this up one time, there were more models and miniatures made for episode 1 than there were for any of the other previous Star Wars movies to that date.
I think that was probably because of a cost incentive, because they would have to reuse those models constantly in the original trilogy because, hey, Ted, you made a great trench. Dude, that looks fantastic, but I am going to light it on fire. What? We're going to need that for the next one. Shut the fuck up, dude.
We're blowing this one up.
So get back to work and make another one. Honey, I'll be back March 1st. And it's like fucking January. Yeah. God damn it, dude.
Meticulously gluing all these tiny little things
and
together.
Then trying to like look at all the photos because George Lucas is like pissing on it while it's burning. Fuck your paper mache, Ted. I'm a visionary. on one of his coke runs with Carrie Fisher.
Oh my god!
Hey Carrie, you don't need to wear a bra. You don't need him in space. And she believed him like an asshole.
So let's also kind of lead into this part of it too, because we were talking about the younger generation now growing up and having a new appreciation for it. Episode 1, is that a movie for kids?
Yes.
Why is there so much politics and tax trade information and dialogue in it?
Because it's your parents taking you to the goddamn movie.
But if it's a kid's movie, see, this is why I always have a problem with that kind of not problem, that's the wrong word, misunderstanding when people so vehemently just call Star Wars a kids movie. It's like, yes, it is aimed for kids. Look at the toys. Look at everything else that's done. It is for children. But it's hard to say that the movies are made for children. Does that make sense? Like, they can be for kids, but not made for kids.
Just like any other animated movie we watched when we were kids, there are subtle jokes that are adult oriented. When you're a child, you're not going to see that shit. When you're an adult taking your kid, it's like, oh man, he's going to love the aliens. And guess what? That's what the kid's looking at. He's looking at the aliens, the spaceships, the lightsaber fights. The parents are looking at this like, are the Trade Federation China? Like, because they speak in a weird Asian accent, and I'm pretty sure Tatooine, the guy that owns fucking Anakin, is an allegory for a certain group of people.
Yeah,
and
we'll stay away from that one.
But the parents are just like, yeah, there's going to be like, all right, so why are they fighting? And I think that kind of goes into the rewatch value. So like when you're a kid, you're watching the pod racing, the droids, the droideka,
the big duel at the end.
Big duel, the duel of fate, whatever. And you're going into it as a kid, and when you get older, it's just like, hey, I want to show my kid this, because that's what George Lucas is probably the greatest director when it comes to legacy fans, right up there with Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson does the same thing. He makes legacy films that can be rewatch value. And how many times have we seen YouTube? He's like, this is how I break down the fucking Darth Maul fight between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. And this is how it parallels in the animated series. It's just like, I get it, man. You want to sell fucking Raycons? I get it. Jesus.
Yeah, Surfshark, I've heard.
Raycon Shadow Legends. Earbuds for stupid fucking games. So, like, I could see that that's what it's for. It's a legacy thing. So, like, a good example of this are the adult jokes that are in Toy Story.
Oh, God, yeah.
Tons. Buzz Lightyear literally has a mental breakdown. I am Mrs. Nesbit. When you're a kid, you just think that's funny because he's doing a funny voice. No, he's having an existential crisis, which your parents probably have once or twice, and they can relate to this goddamn movie long enough.
And there's a lot of Shining jokes in there, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit in these kids' movies, and it's like, you watch it, and it's like, all right, the kid's fine. The kid's not going to get it. But I'm watching this, and it's just like, did they start a trade war? Did these two religious caliphates just show up and start an entire world war? Like, basically, like, in common sense, like, yeah, a galaxy-wide war. Yep, yeah, they did. Yep.
But it's like, but again, that is such a pivotal thing of this movie.
Yeah.
Along with all three.
I think George Lucas did this because he wanted to make a cohesive story for adults that placates to children.
Yeah.
I think that's why Clone Wars is kind of the same, especially when it's very heavy on the love story part, which kids aren't going to give a shit about.
Yeah.
And how it's really heavy on when, like, Obi-Wan goes to, like, Kamino, or they're, chasing, like,
here's Obi-Wan's fight with Darth Maul.
Yeah. It's just like, and that's that, you're still doing an adult story for children with dynamics of children. So, but there are like real world effects to that.
Yeah.
So, like, when a kid goes back and watches it with their kid when they're older, they're going to notice those kinds of things, and it's like, holy shit, that's why it started. Like, goddamn, they were just trying to kill these two Taliban motherfuckers. Like, that's all they were trying to do. And now he's like half robot, and he killed his buddy. Like, goddamn, that's a compelling story.
So, and also, would you say that when because even George Lucas just goes, these are movies for 8-year-olds. Do you think 8-year-olds are really
No.
caring?
I think he says that to belittle the fans.
Why would Lucas want to belittle his fans?
No, because he's saying that because he wants to shut up criticism. That's what you do when you shut up criticism. Great example is a guy named Stephen Moffat. Stephen Moffat has taken America by storm by remaking old shows and changing the dynamic of them and having more dynamism. No, you just making them suck. He did it with Doctor Who. He did it with Sherlock. And it's just like, those shows were good. You came and fucked it up. And now you're just like the king of nerd culture for the UK.
Yeah.
And now you're coming to America and fucking with it. So like, and he belittles fans by doing this. He literally shows a stand-in for fans of that show Sherlock and makes them look horrific on the show. So,
Sounds like She-Hulk.
yeah, but like George Lucas does it too. George Lucas, he'll always say it's for children, which is a lie. It's for everyone. That's the whole thing about the alien part. It's inclusive of everyone. You know, it's inclusive without being inclusive. You know, why do we like the aliens so much? Because there's a backstory, and he lets these writers who don't get like a lot of good credit create these massive backstories that you can read online or watch in secondary shows. Hey, what are the Caminos like? Well, after Force Awakens, it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Because they're fucking dead. But if you want to read about them, there's a whole fucking wiki about them.
Yep.
You know, the only one was Yoda, and he kept it too close to home because he didn't want to fuck with it. But guess what? When episode 1 came out, hey, look, there's another one.
Yep.
It looks weird as shit, but there's another one. And Yoda in episode 1 looks scary.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a Cronenberg monster.
And the thing is yeah, they tried going back to the real puppet with episode 1, and if you watch it now, he's been CGI'd. So fanboys,
I prefer CGI Yoda from episode 2.
yeah. So fanboys, calm down. The original trilogy is not the one that constantly gets tinkered with. Every single Star Wars movie has been tinkered with.
Let me fuck with it just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Let's also discuss the thing that a lot of people also talk about, and we've talked about it even our own time. Qui-Gon Jinn is probably the worst Jedi.
No, he's not the worst. He's not great either.
Oh, the opening line, first sentence in the movie. Obi-Wan goes, I have a bad feeling about this. Qui-Gon goes, really? I don't feel nothing.
I got nothing.
It's like, really?
No.
If Obi-Wan had a bad feeling about this, and you're like, shut up, bitch. This is like, okay. All right, fine.
First of all, kid, let me tell you when something goes bad, okay? I fought the real motherfuckers, all right? I've been across the galaxy, youngling. Like, so kiss my ass.
And then it's just like, you know, okay, little slip up. You didn't feel that coming. Cool. Whatever. We get to Tatooine. I want the boy. Okay, fine. You're going to just give him to me. No, you're going to win it in a race. Fine. Go fucking race, kid.
Yeah. And that's another thing. It's just like, all right, so Watto immediately says, don't try your Jedi bullshit on me. And we know this as a fact because in the original trilogy, Jabba the Hutt's like, that wizard bullshit don't work on me. I've met you motherfuckers before.
Yep.
Period. And that's the end of that. See, so now we have a baseline. Mm-hmm. All right. So Watto is just like, no, you ain't gonna do it. At any fucking moment, he could have turned to Obi-Wan or Natalie Portman's character and he's like, hey, watch the street real quick. Why do you want to watch this? So no one comes up behind us and fucking murders us while I kill this motherfucker. Because he's that's the fun fact about those characters who don't get forced by the Jedi. They're always evil.
Yep.
Every fucking one of them. He's a slaver. And it's just like the Jedi have taken children from families. I don't think the Jedi Council would really give a fuck if they took them from a slaver.
So, and apparently they do. So it's like, all right, he runs it back over there. Obi-Wan is going, are you going to train the boy? He's just like, yes, I want to train him. He's just like, well, I mean, he has to be approved by council. He goes, he will be. shows them up to the council, and they're like,
I got a bad feeling about this motherfucker.
Yeah, well, we got a bad feeling about this guy. He goes, I'll train him. Obi's now looking over at him like, bitch, I'm yours. Like, you're training me. He's just like, he's master now.
No.
He's like,
He's a knight.
yeah, he's like, I'm not ready. I'm not. He's like, shut the fuck up. I got a new apprentice. You're
You
nothing
just
to me now.
helped me kick off one of the largest wars that's ever going to be in the galactic history. Yeah, you're fucking ready.
Yeah, he's just
That's
like,
when he should have handed him like a gun. Like,
yeah, he's just like, he's like, I'm done with you. I'm taking the boy now.
Yeah. But like,
and then, so he single-handedly put all of this in motion. Qui-Gon is the worst Jedi.
no, he's not the worst Jedi. He's not great, but he's not the worst. I can think of a couple other ones that are worse. But like
In the movies?
in the movies, yeah, there's a couple one. The librarian is the fucking worst one because she's a cunt.
Okay, look, the librarian only became canonically a full-fledged Jedi
She's
in
a
the
Jedi.
comic book.
She's a Jedi
after
because she's in the
fact.
temple. No, because that's what we found out. There's Jedi janitors, Jedi knights, Jedi masters, and guess what? You can't have a race of just military motherfuckers. You're gonna have some people who got to pick up the shit every now and then. So you need a librarian. I bet there's a Jedi homeschool teacher out there somewhere showing kids how to dodge rocks. I bet there was one who was just
Vaccines hurt your midichlorian count.
Yeah. Just some fucking QAnon Jedi bullshit. Because you got to remember, there was thousands of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They're force sensitive, and some are more powerful than others. That's why I love Sam Jackson's character in this, because he's not Sam Jackson. He's very calm, and he doesn't go ape shit till number 3.
Yeah.
And like he's looking the little boy in the fucking eyes and saying, we'll see. You know, and he's the calmest motherfucker of them all. Everyone else is like, I don't know. But he's the only one who's just like, fuck it, let it ride. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If I have to, I'll cut that motherfucker in half. Because I don't give a fuck.
I got a purple lightsaber, bitch.
Because Mace Windu doesn't really give a fuck.
No.
He killed a man in front of his son like it was a Tuesday. Like, it wasn't shit.
Like on a Wednesday.
Yeah, but
like a Tuesday on a Wednesday.
But like he did it like he was getting a can of soda.
Yeah.
And he popped the top on that motherfucker real good. But like in episode 1, I do love, like, hindsight's 20/20 on a lot of this. When they're on Tatooine, I'm just going to ignore the whole Naboo storyline because it's fucking stupid. But they're on Tatooine, and it's so uncomfortable when you're an adult watching this, except for like 2 parts. One that is just flabbergasted is just like the orders of C-3PO, and how they did the movement on him is fantastic. In the making of, like, hey, I had this toy. I had the bare bones C-3PO toy.
I did too.
And I love that Anthony Daniels had to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you British prick. Because the way you treated the man inside R2 makes you the worst piece of shit I could think of, other than George Lucas. With the bear people. We'll do a whole episode on space Vietnam. But just that segment. And Han Solo in the trench coat for some fucking reason. 86 and motherfuckers. Make him say goodbye to their families on the phone while he's pumping them in the ground.
on the comm links.
Call your fucking family. Tell them you're not going to be home for supper. But there's that point, which is cool when you're a kid. As you're an adult, you're just like, that's kind of McGuffey.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, it's like, holy shit, that's what C-3PO looks like underneath. And it's like, oh, Anakin Skywalker. It isn't until you realize Anakin Skywalker is the bad guy. Like, yeah. And the other part, well, there's 3 parts, but this one is fascinating to me. They're on their way to probably the coolest ship ever designed in Star Wars, the silver ship, and here comes Darth Maul in full regalia on a motorcycle. And what does he do? His first idea was to cut this kid's head off with the motorcycle, and he misses. It is just like, that's how you write a bad guy, to nonchalantly murder a child. And it's just like, we didn't see that in the other movies. It's like, this is the most evil motherfucker alive. This guy almost killed Darth Vader. And he jumps off and just, dude,
immediately starts
this is why
wailing.
Qui-Gon's not the worst, because Qui-Gon sees this, oh fuck no, bam, and he like pulls that fucking knife, and they're throwing at it, and for a good solid 3 seconds, this was cool. Yeah. This was Star Wars, and Everything else was just political bullshit. Oh, cool. The Gungans look cool. You know, but that's a cool toy. You know,
All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about our main Gungan.
Hold on. Before we get to before we get to this piece of shit and the life they ruined because of it, Natalie Portman casually talking to Anakin, and we know how George Lucas.
Are you an angel?
Oh, that's nice, little boy.
I heard there was angels out in the whatever rim.
They're not actually out in the outer world. They're free people, you little dirt peasant.
So you're an angel.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Oh, and then he fucks her later on, which is weird as shit. If it was reversed, if we got the Leia show and Han Solo was probably, I don't know, 15 and Leia was like 8, yeah, they'd cancel that fucking shit. Disney would be like, we're burning it all. We made a mistake. Kathleen Kennedy did a bunch of coke and thought this would be a good idea. What a dumb bitch. Now we just burnt $3 billion worth of equipment because she wanted to see something weird. But no, George Lucas does it. Fucking visionary.
Kissing sisters.
Kissing sisters. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. But yeah, I know why George Lucas did it that way, because that's what he grew up seeing. That's what he grew up seeing when it came to caricatures of people. A great example are the Disney Crows.
Yeah.
Same fucking thing. It's not great, but as a kid, you don't care. You're just thinking this is a slapstick character who's ruining everything. By the way, he's basically a Charlie Chaplin of fuck ups, because he's literally fucking shit up. And when I first watched that movie as a kid, I was just like, oh, they're probably just going to kill him.
Yeah.
Because he's a slapstick character. No. Damn it. But like they kind of absolved themselves in episode 2 with him. I will say that he's very cordial. Like they tone it down a lot. But there was a lot of hate for that, and I didn't understand that growing up.
I didn't understand the vehement hate. I definitely understood the dislike.
Yeah.
I am not afraid to say I was young enough to where I went through that phase. Like maybe for a year, I was like, oh no, Jar Jar's funny. I like him.
Like character wise, he is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because
and almost like his grotesque look, I also liked as a kid. Like, ew, he looks weird and he talks weird. That's kind of funny.
And another thing is, he doesn't look like much close to the other ones that we see. Like, even the leader doesn't look like a Gungan. He's just a big giant reptile. Yeah, he's a giant toad man that you'd see in like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
With him.
He would be in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a villain.
Yeah.
he's a swamp Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. So Lucas has commented on the allegations or assumptions, presumptions that Jar Jar's character was based upon like the old black stereotypes.
A token character.
Yes, where even like the long droopy ears kind of resembled dreadlocks, and you know, the way he walked, his mannerisms, the way he spoke, with everything else. And Lucas is hardcore like denied it. Like, you know, not in any sort of like defensive way, but just kind of like takes it in, listens to it, and goes, I mean, I guess you can draw those parallels, but I mean, I looked at it as an aquatic character. He spoke a certain way. He was going to move a certain way. And I mean, it's kind of a stretch to say that long ears equate to dreadlocks.
Yeah, because when I think of fictional aquatic people, I think of a crip walk and jive.
As Chris is just like bugging at me right now.
Dude, even the toy. Do you remember the toy for Jar Jar? Like the action figure? He had a sag to him. Like he wasn't like... He was the only one that bent at the knees, I remember, because he could walk a certain way.
Look, I'm not saying this in any certain way, but like
you made an Uncle Tom character.
Well, but the mocap suit was still done by Ahmed Best.
Yeah.
So like Ahmed's natural flow is going to translate through. So I mean, if you're seeing any sort of racial application, I would say that's just due to the person in the mocap and like their natural flow of movement.
Nah, that's not a natural movement. Like I'll let
for the cartoony.
Yeah, like I'll let it go, but like that's about as far as I was taking. I think George Lucas subconsciously been like,
as soon as we turn off this recorder, he's gonna be like, so
let me tell you something, motherfucker. I'm gonna pull out. I got my action figure in my pocket. Look at him. Look at him.
How do you keep that with you all the time?
It's evil luck. But like, go at like the pod racing scene, which is visually back then the shit, and that's what really sold me on the movie when I was a kid. It was just like, holy shit, they got these two engines, and it's kind of like a horse race almost. The evil character, I can't remember his name. Sebulba. We see a little Greedo. Yep. That we presume is Greedo.
No, he actually is little Greedo.
Yeah, but like when you're a kid, you don't know that. Yeah. But like he's just like, oh fuck, just kill him now. Save him a life of misery when he gets killed in a bar later on. But
one of his friends call him out on that. They're like, you better watch out, Greedo. He's gonna come back to bite you or something like that.
Yeah.
But so episode 1, it was. I think in hindsight, it's a little bit more enjoyable, mainly for the fact that, you're kind of looking at it with a fresh lens. It's not the next Star Wars. It's not your current phase of Star Wars. This has already happened. It's in the past. You can look at it and be able to disconnect from it afterward. It's not your constant. It's not the brand new. So I think from that episode 1 kind of sits in that weird spot of still not great, but now it's starting to be appreciated a lot more.
Yeah, and like what really sells the movie is, the final fight scene. We've seen what the Jedi in their prime look like. They have a council, basically have an armada of sorts. They're
Illuminati.
They're basically cops in a weird, fucked up way. They freely go wherever the fuck they want to. It isn't a problem. And when they get back to Naboo, we see the toy advertisement.
Yep.
Hey, look at this cool ass ship with all these droids in it. Dude, I remember having the Lego version of that.
Yeah.
And the Lego version of that was the shit. Dude, I remember taking those little droid Legos apart and making something monstrous. Like a giant one with like legs that just, like that. And because, Legos are interchangeable, but like the ships were cool. They're streamlined look. Hey, this is probably what he originally designed. Mm-hmm. But he went with this instead back in the 80s, or late 70s, early 80s. And this seems like one of those movies, like when I was watching it, because I'd watched the making of too. He kind of blasé doesn't talk about some characters, mainly Padme and the Federation.
Yeah.
What they look like. If people look it up, if you look up the last Queen of Mongolia, that's what Padme looks like, with all her regalia, face makeup, all that. That's where he got that from before the communists killed them all. But like, that's what that look is. The Trade Federation was the old Chinese look from back in the Dynasty era. So he was pulling from real things to create this, and I think that's why it gets translated sometimes in a negative way.
I see that,
because like, why does Naboo have a queen that looks like that when everyone else is just like Uncle Joe, fucking like, just, oh hey, no, shit's bad. And he's wearing like a vest and like some jeans. Yeah, and like everyone, but she's like full regalia. And it's like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
So, but why do you think that the prequels 1, 2, and 3, aside from the generation just kind of growing up, do you think that maybe it's, okay, we even had documentaries like, The People versus George Lucas, where you had, full on dissertations on YouTube of how much George Lucas just messed up the legacy. He doesn't understand Star Wars anymore, everything else. Yes, the man that created the story doesn't understand the story anymore. Sure. I honestly think that with how much Disney kind of botched the episode movies, people kind of went back, watched the prequels, and went, the graphics still aren't good, but at least there's a story here.
I honestly think, because a storyteller can fuck up his own story if he's given too much time. George Lucas had 30 plus years to write this shit. He vehemently could, but guess what? It's still his up until that point. And Star Wars will always be starships fighting in space, guys in robes with lightsabers versus cyborg guys with lightsabers, unique looking aliens, some political bullshit in the background, and some childlike wonder. All 9 movies have these. All 10, 11 movies have these. all 11 movies have these, okay? All of them. And I think people go into these movies with super high expectations, and they fucking shouldn't.
Yeah.
These movies, just like Mario, is a fun thing. There's going to be some adult stuff in it, and there's going to be some child stuff in it. And if you go in with your head up your own ass about an expectation, you're going to fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
You're always going to ruin it. Just like people who hate the last Indiana Jones movie. Oh my God, I can't believe they did aliens. Really? You can't believe that? They opened a fucking Chester drawer owned by Jesus. You didn't freak out about that. That was a guy that ripped the heart out of a child. You didn't give a fuck about that. Oh, those are classics. Shut the fuck up. Really? Like, oh, come on. You know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
This was going to have something to do with time travel. No different than aliens to me. It's a fictional story about a hero who kicks people in the dick.
Hell yeah.
With a whip and a gun.
Indiana Jones, bitch.
Yeah. And like that translates to Star Wars too. It's always going to be your down and out character, your person who's trying to struggle, trying to find their place in the universe, who meets a cadre of characters who have found their place but can change.
Yeah.
That's the story of Star Wars. You can't really get away from that, no matter how hard you try.
Yep.
Even the shows do that shit. Like
formulaic almost.
Yeah, and that's why people shouldn't get their fucking heads up their own asses when it comes to it.
Yeah.
Like, you can look at these things and find these gems that are in it, especially in the newest trilogy, that make the story progress, that make it kind of perfect.
Yeah.
If you decide to ignore the stuff you hate, which you should, you just fucking ignore it.
Yeah.
If you want valid criticism, make valid criticism. But like, there's a difference between like, oh man, I can't believe they didn't use puppets. Really? Fuck puppets, man. Computers are better.
And see, and that was, I think that was the whole crux of the prequel eras, is people could not get past the visuals, which I understand. Some of that stuff is way out there.
Well,
and especially if you're used
it got dated too quickly because technology progresses too fast.
Well, not only that, George made such a jump. I mean, the last thing people got was Return of the Jedi. Then they got their special editions. So then the weird taste was already in their mouth. Then he gives them episode 1. Visually so disconnected from what we had seen before. I think it was too much of a shock. It was too different.
Yeah. It's no different than what Disney did back in that same time where they were in a lull. And they have to deal with like companies like DreamWorks and UbiWorks and stuff who are putting out these fantastical films. And Disney's just like, we really need to figure something out. We really need to invest in something new that isn't Snow White and Bambi, because this guy who wrote fucking Dragon's Lair is kicking our fucking ass. Yeah. Jim Henson's over here doing Dark Crystal, and I can't make my fucking nut. You know what I'm saying? We really need to fit this shit. Just picture him as corporate motherfuckers from Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not going anywhere! And like, but that's all I have to say about really like episode 1.
Yeah.
The end fight's still fantastic. People critique that shit too. It's like, oh, how is Obi-Wan able to, spin jump? It's like, motherfucker just saw his only friend die.
Yeah.
It might have been his master or whatever, but this motherfucker needed to pick his shit up or he was going to get cut to fucking pieces. And that was the great thing about the Sith. They don't see it coming. They never fucking do.
And a great little Easter egg at the end that someone else brought up, that's like, I was like, oh, I've not heard anyone bring that up before, and I never really connected the dots either. Palpatine sends Maul to kill Qui-Gon or the crew. Then Palpatine attends Qui-Gon's funeral.
Yep.
That cold-blooded bastard.
And that was the great thing. And that's one of those things that kind of ruined me for that before I went in, because I had bought a Star Wars book.
The CD ruins it too.
Yeah, but Qui-Gon's Fate. But like, I had bought a book. It was about the original trilogy, and it was telling the story of Anakin Skywalker. And they said in a paragraph, Emperor Palpatine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, who the fuck is this? And then they'd say it in the paragraph. And this is before episode 1 even started filming.
Yeah.
So the story was already laid out by George Lucas in this little like page book, like art book. And then when I watched the movie, I'm just like, oh shit, that's the bad guy. Because I thought it was the other white guy with a giant staff that could be the bad guy. But no, that's a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
but you know, the end fight was fantastic. They do the weird celebration scene at the end. It's just like, no, you fought a battle in a war. The war's not over, motherfucker. We're not going to moonwalk on the graves of the fucking droids right now. We got to, boot and rally.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Anakin, high five, motherfucker. You just killed and you destroyed an entire fleet ship.
Stay in the cockpit.
Yeah, man.
Another great Qui-Gon quote, stay in the cockpit.
Yep. I bet that runs in the family, doesn't it? Killing a whole bunch of sentient things in a ship in space. The Skywalkers are the greatest genocidal maniacs of all time.
They really are the Star Killers.
Star killers, yeah. I didn't walk, I ran, motherfucker. But yeah, episode 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're at like an hour and a half already. Do we want to do episode 2?
Yes, this is going to be a 4-hour episode.
Fuck.
Have another drink.
well my whole thing of like wanting to discuss all these wasn't like wanting to like go through the movies individually. It's just more or less like we just wound up talking about episode 1 a lot, but just like,
it's very important.
Yeah, it is. But just like the overall perception of those movies from then to now. So it's like episode 2, when I remember that one coming out, it was primarily hated for the love story. I don't see as much love for episode 2.
There's a lot more adult stuff in episode 2.
And Lucas even was just like, I know while filming this, people are going to hate this movie, but I'm going to put it out anyway. Fuck you.
But what he did with that movie, if it was his grand plan, he just introduced a lot of content that could be brought back.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of meat in the movie. I mean, primarily, the Fets, of course, the whole Clone War situation. And so it's
That's what they called it.
Yeah, it's just a situation.
Oh, you were involved in the clone situation? Yeah, I was there.
So it's like
quagmire. Yes. We called it a quagmire.
just a little tussle.
That's a little tussle, like street huffs.
Yeah. So yeah, he did introduce a lot of lore stuff in this, and there was a time jump, I think, of 10 years or some shit. Yeah. So it's like, he did try to do a bunch of new stuff, but I mean, even watching it again now, I like the moments when like Obi-Wan runs off by himself to do like his own little espionage, crime fighter thing with Dooku. But the whole subplot of like Anakin going to Tatooine, it's like, I get why they're doing it. It's character building. It still just rolls like an egg though. Like it's all just
that was something that I think if he had hindsight on what he was doing, could have been a show.
Oh yeah.
But Clone Wars became an animated show very quickly because of it.
Yeah.
But
just like that whole Tatooine bit and like, him.
where he just kills a shit ton of raiders.
Well, I mean, even that part was fine, but just like all the parts leading up to it, it just felt very weird.
Yeah. Because Hayden Christensen is weird.
But he's a good actor.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Just didn't have good direction.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I need you to make a complex character who has sympathy for his own son and his children by the end before he dies and saves the galaxy. You didn't do that. Great job, Lucas. You fucking freak. But like, can you imagine if in Clone Wars they had got together and it was actually just like a thing against the Jedi, more or less, and then instead of just field trip to kill people?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been more if they were just kept it on Coruscant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Obi-Wan, are you okay by yourself? He's like, yeah, stay with her and don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah.
You know, that good old saying. And obviously he fucks it up. But we could have saw a lot more when it came to the investigation part. We could have been like, oh, hey, instead of this librarian saying, no, you're wrong, it's not there. It could have just been, whoosh, shut the fuck up. I saw it. That's what that whole scene should have been. He should have smacked that old woman. But I do like, there's a philosophical part of it too with Yoda, because he's a big part of the movie. And what we saw in the movie is we saw Jedis and we assumed they were knights in the Battle of Geonosia. And what happens? Jango Fett kills one in front of God and everybody. He pops up and gets the drop on him, but he's not a knight. That alien gets killed immediately. A lot of Jedi die in that battle, and that's the first time we ever see something like that. And it's just like, holy shit, this is going to be a nitty gritty fight. And what's the next thing that happens? Jango Fett. Oh, I've been fighting Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's just the knight, and I could hold my own against the knight. He about kills Obi-Wan like twice, but then a master showed up and cut his little tin can ass in half, and that was it. And that kind of showed you like a scale. Like for me, when I watched that movie, was a scaling event kind of. Oh yeah, there's levels to these motherfuckers, and Mace Windu just hauled ass. If you go back and watch it, he ducks a little bit and just runs it. He doesn't use his Jedi super speed for some reason, but like,
You only get one.
yeah, you only get one shot. Yeah, and they used it to hide from some droids. Lame. But no, he just whacks this dude's head, and keep in mind, he's always looking up when he does it. So he's looking at Dooku, and he's looking at the other people in that dais, like, you're next.
Yep.
I see you. I killed this guy without looking him in the face. I'm not that kind of Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that one we talked about earlier. It's just like, yeah, you never see a Jedi cut a dude's hand off and force push him into a steel door. Nah, because that's Sith shit. Mace Windu as a Sith with 2 fake arms, oh, that would be the shit. He has one arm that just separates and turns into a gun. My Star Wars would be the shit. But yeah, so Clone Wars was basically just pandering for the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
All those fans were just like talking about it. It's just like one line of dialogue ripples out. And the clones are legitimately fucking cool.
Yeah.
And they're fighting an army of robots. Sci-fi wise, that is probably fucking the best things. 2 things that don't exist fighting each other in sci-fi that are legitimately fucking scary. Clones and robots.
I still like also how, like, the very beginning of the movie,
I like when they scream.
Dooku hires Boba Fett. Boba Fett hires the shapeshifter.
Jango Chip.
And the shapeshifter hires out some bugs to do some work.
Yeah,
it's like...
This is why the Empire needs to exist, because these lazy motherfuckers, these subcontractors aren't getting the job done. You need boots on the ground. All right, mercenaries suck.
But the one movie that really has been getting a lot more love, like, I literally heard someone refer to Revenge of the Sith as God tier.
No, but it is a fun movie.
It is a fun. That was the only of the prequels I did see in theaters.
Yeah,
I caught that one in theaters, and man, I don't know. I know it's that movie in particular is getting a whole lot of new love, but the whole important crux of that is the transition to Darth Vader,
and it's 2 seconds.
It's 2 seconds, and honestly, I think it would have been cool to at least get a few scenes of him in the suit doing some shit. Yeah. Like, it didn't have to be long, but just like a little something.
Yeah.
Anything. Or even like drag out the whole Anakin as Darth Vader just without the suit thing a little bit more. Like, let's just see rage Darth Vader before he had to be in a suit.
Because of all the 3 movies, that one probably has the best opener, where they go into the chamber and fight Dooku a second time. Because first time they fought him, this old man whooped y'all's ass, and he had to fight this little Yoda motherfucker, and he's just like, stand down, you little piece of shit. I don't want to have to do this. Bring it, motherfucker. And he pulls out his space shiv, and like they go at it. Me and you have caught.
I hate that
much. I know, but someone said, shut the fuck up. Chris was right. And thank you for that. But that's... Dooku is an imposing villain. And guess what? Dooku is probably one of the only Sith who isn't physically destroyed.
Yeah.
and comes back as like half robot.
Yeah.
Like the Skywalkers.
Well, I mean,
do.
it's kind of hard to come back from decapitation.
And that was cool as fuck. And I just like the Palpatine
You
transition.
started shaking. You're like,
It's so cool. Fuck. Because that's what a Jedi should be doing instead of dying killed by clones.
Do it.
Do it. And that's some scary shit. Like when he that voice he does, that transition he does to the like pure fucking evil.
Yes.
It's like some Dracula
now
shit.
kill him.
Yeah. And I like Duke is like, word? Like, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like, he's
You know who's in charge, right? Like I didn't kidnap him. I'm just giving him an Uber. Like, this is just a lift. And that was really cool because it's the first step. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be cool to do a little callback to something like that, where hey, maybe Mando season 4 or another Ahsoka. 2 of those droids show up with the lightsaber or the lazy lightsabers, I call them. And it's like, holy shit, that would be kind of fucking crazy to see those things show up. And that would be fantastic. But yeah, opener wise, fantastic. So much stuff in the middle could be cut. So much fucking bullshit. Jesus Christ. There's
It's a long movie.
like the senators thing, you know, it's just like transferring power, blah, blah. I know why he did it because of shit that was going on in the United States at the time with fucking the Patriot Act. I get it. You have hindsight, George Lucas. Congratulations.
And Jar Jar handed it over to...
Yeah. I love the fan theories that Jar Jar was the next Sith. That was fun. That was so much fun.
It was.
Because I was like, that is what Disney should have done.
Yes.
Because somebody wrote a comic after Force Awakens came out, and it was Rey confronting Jar Jar, and his eyes turn like a bright yellow, and he strikes at her, and she's fighting him off, and he force pushes her out of a window, and she's standing on the Millennium Falcon, and it's fucking what's his name, Finn, and Poe driving it, and it's like she lands on it, and he just goes at her, and they fire into the building and take off. I'm just like, this guy wrote this on a fucking Wednesday or some shit, and like made it better than Last Jedi of all time. Like that would have been a cooler fight. Tell me that if
that would have been cool.
If that was cool, if she had found out, hey, this guy knows one of the Skywalkers, maybe she can help me find Luke. That would have been cool. Or help me find...
no, missing no Darth Vader.
Or if his voice just dropped and it was Denzel Washington or some shit.
And started talking normal.
Yeah.
Oh, like, oh no,
This
missing
is just
him.
you know how
And
long
you
I've
will
kept this
die.
act, how long have I kept this act? And he just eats an entire sentient man. Because that's what he did. He ate a fish like when we first see him.
But all the memes that have come out from these 3 movies. And because that's what made me immediately think of it with the do it.
My favorite meme was the continuous GIF of Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting on that platform, and it's just spinning fucking lightsabers. And like, Hayden Christensen probably had to film that like 5 times because Ewan McGregor's like woo, 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 making the noise because that's what he did. And it's like, that would be goddamn infuriating if you're trying to be an actor and just like, shut the fuck up, Space Jesus.
So do you think actually meme culture kind of gave these movies a new light?
Oh yeah, like because the same people who were doing memes back then were fucking Star Wars
YouTube
fans.
poop.
Yeah, like these guys were like head first in the internet, passing around images, steals and stuff. And back then, I bet it was probably easier, find a fucking image on YouTube of a trailer, pause it, screenshot the screen, edit it, crop it down to that one thing.
I mean, that's what it still is.
Yeah, but like back then it was like new.
Yeah.
That was new for people like that. Because I remember doing that a lot, trying to make presentations, and I'm just like, I can't transfer this over. I'm just, fuck this, I'm gonna screenshot it. And it's like, that's it, I'm done. And like, that's how I did it,
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it progressed it quite a bit to where like people would go back to like older movies and do the same thing.
Yep.
Because I remember around the same time, Return of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith came out, was the same time streaming movies was brand new illegally, like Quicksilver screen 1, 2, 3 movies and stuff like that. It's just like, holy shit, this is
Silver Sky. I remember that.
I remember having the big monitor and watching movies on that fucking thing. And just like, because we didn't have a thin monitor back then, and then we got one like a year later. I'm just like, Dale's really knocking it out of the park this week because the fucking Dell XPS came out and it's like the fastest computer you could buy at the time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can see why the love has come back, and I do see that happening again with the other Star Wars movies when we get a lot older.
Yeah.
I could always be like, yeah, I was in the theater and called it. They killed Chewie. Fuck yeah. I was the only one that cheered.
You were?
Yeah,
You were the only one that
because I'm
cheered.
the devil.
But no, so the Star Wars prequels definitely getting a little bit more love again. I still have too many gripes with episode 2. I'm coming around to episode 1, and 3 I guess does have a little special place in my heart because it was. I saw that one in theaters. I saw it like within like the first week of it being open. So
I think it would be fun if a movie theater did a triple feature of the original trilogy again, and we take the time, spend the day, watch all 3 movies, 30-minute breaks between movies. I think that would really revitalize Star Wars, especially while we wait for more movies, and just see what it was, because we were little, we didn't have control over it going to the movies back then. We could whine and bitch and be like, can you take it to the movies? And I'd be like, no, shut the fuck up. We have Star Wars at home. No, it's Star Trek. It's Star Trek. That's Wrath of Khan.
You've got Star Wars on tape. It's not the new one.
Not the new one. I had a bootleg copy of Star Wars Episode 4.
Nice.
And, I remember watching that all the time when I was sick because my dad had recorded it from fucking HBO.
Hell yeah.
And it was at home box office. And it was like Star Wars, blah blah blah, and there was nothing really different on it. There was probably like a few things, but it was probably as close to the original as you could get back in. Before they really fucked up and added Hayden Christensen to Return of the Jedi and Coruscant.
And hey, Return of the Jedi is going to be back in theaters.
I think I might check that out.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
See how many things changed again.
Give me a Ewok suit.
What duty? Just run to the theater.
Well, I'll go to Build-A-Bear and just build one.
Oh my god!
And fill it with one of those little hearts that scream, and just chuck that motherfucker. Oh god! In a dark theater. Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't do that. That's some terrorist shit.
Well, if you guys have any sort of love for the prequels, definitely let us know in the Discord. It is really curious to see movies that I remember being like vehemently hated now kind of coming around and not being quite as hated, and the same people that were saying George Lucas needs to give it up and give Star Wars to someone that cares are now the same people going, can George Lucas come back and direct some of this Star Wars stuff?
We'll talk about it when we tell you Mandalorian about Jon Favreau and his little situation that happened with this last season. Yeah, because there was I read some issues about that, but I'm going to save that for the next one.
That's right, because we got one more episode of Mandalorian, and then we'll be doing our full recap on that, and I'll wind up taking up a whole episode because a lot's happening this season. A lot has happened. But we'll be covering that next week. Make sure to sign up for the Discord. Link is in the description of this episode, along with every episode, along with our merchandise, motherfuckers. We got t-shirts. We got merchant for Couch Potatoes, Triple C, and the network logo as well. And who knows, another show.
I'm wearing it. Fuck.
You're wearing it right now, goddammit. And who knows, in a few weeks, another show may be popping out. If anything, it might be a reboot of a show. Who knows?
Or maybe 2. I don't fucking know.
Or maybe 2.
Fuck, I don't know. Depends. Give me some blow. Knock your shit out the park.
But for this episode of the Couch Potatoes, I've been Alex and Chris. Do you have any sort of Star Wars final thoughts for us?
Can you imagine how badass it would be to watch the Jedi, like going into like the Jedi temple and seeing like an Ewok Jedi, just like with little robes and shit, like a little Teddy Ruxpin, and like him fighting off stormtroopers, and George Lucas is just like, kill him.